zie hier nog niks. Yes. Yes. Right, I'm live. Bas, that camera can go a bit lower maybe, or? Okay, it doesn't matter. I'll just be, it's just now very high up. So this is a little nice story. Hi everyone, welcome. That my husband is now filming me without his glasses because he couldn't find them just now. So hopefully it'll be fine, but I keep an eye on it. I've got my computer here as well, so we can see what happens. Oh, hi. Hey, ja, ga maar lekker liggen. So, right, the Powerfully Present program. First of all, of course, I've been on Facebook and I've wished some New Year's here and there, but Happy New Year to everyone. I hope your New Year got off to a good start. If not, don't worry about it. It's just a moment. And every day, this is all about the present moment and powerfully present. Every moment you can choose different. Every moment you can change the way you feel. You can change the way you are. You can choose love over fear. So it's never one moment that is important. It's actually every moment, again, that is important. Okay, so first of all, we normally in January, we do a program that is a little bit maybe more popular almost, like 30 days of yoga or 30 mornings of yoga or something like this. But we thought with the year we've had this year, I think we just figured it would be nice to teach people something or teach you something that lasts a little longer, that could really make a difference in how you are in the world. And also, this theme of powerfully present basically is what yoga is about, because we do yoga to be able to arrive in the moment and to lose living from the mind and to see what is really happening and what is really out there. That's the only way that in the end we can go beyond our stories, beyond our fears, beyond our conditioning, beyond our defense mechanisms. And that is the moment when sort of truth comes to you. So it's not something then that you have to do. It is when you relax enough, when you open enough, when you say yes to the moment, this is something that happens. You call that grace. And then living in the moment almost gets a different quality to it. It's not quite what you think it is. Being in the moment in nature, when you're really in the moment, is also not quite how you think it is, because everything becomes much more alive. Every color becomes different. It's a beingness from the inside. It's a beingness of you that is in contact with the beingness of the earth and of the tree that you look at and of the flower that you see, and everything changes. And that is reality. And that is what yoga is supposed to point to and what the practice is supposed to bring you. So this program will point to that. And we've got different teachers, of course, so everybody will teach you their own flavor, which is wonderful. And you can just see what flavor suits you and go, practice that more often. What living in the moment can do for you beyond what I just told you, that everything becomes just more alive and more bright. And it's an embodied experience, so it's not something that you look at. It's something that you feel. It's from the inside. You feel your own aliveness and you feel the world's aliveness. What it also does is for example, this is just an example, when my teacher explained to me about living in the moment, and I started practicing it, and this is a long time ago. I think the first really strong experience I had was when I was walking through Utrecht Central Station. And I was in a hurry and I had a busy week and I didn't feel so good in myself and I felt anxious and there were so many people on Utrecht Central Station at that point. And I just felt everybody was looking at me and there was this group of young people and I felt a little bit threatened by it. And then I remembered her teachings. And so I remembered her teachings. And so instead of going with that feeling and those fears and those thoughts, and I sort of recentered myself. I felt my feet on the floor. I started to take notice of what was around me. And that's one technique that's really helpful for many different reasons. And it's one technique we can do right now. So I started to notice the floor and the color of the floor and the hardness of the floor that I was walking on. I started to notice colors and lights and darkness. And there were a lot of it, but still it was just colors and lights and darkness. Then I started to notice the people. I didn't see just people as, there's a group of people there, or that person looks aggressive, or I looked at people, really looked. I looked in their eyes. I made contact with the people and everything changed. From that moment on, I did not see, I was out of my fear. I just saw people like me. I saw people hurrying to their next location. I saw people also being anxious like me. And I saw people being relaxed and being friendly. And all the threat fell away. And I was in the moment. So rather than... Can you turn that a little bit softer, Bas? Because I can hear the sound. I can hear the sound. Sorry. So I was really in the moment and the threat fell away and I relaxed and the anxiety fell away and I saw the situation for what it was. And I think that is a really important quality that this work can bring you, is that you step out of your story, how you may think it is or how you think how the fear makes it, and rather you start seeing the actual reality. And to see the actual reality, you need to relax because you can't see that from fear. And I hope this makes sense. So what relaxed me, because that is the next point, is, okay, so what in that moment, in the station at that point, relaxed me enough to get an experience of reality, of the present moment, so that my whole experience changed, was the fact that I looked around me and really took in my environment and slowly started to see that nothing was actually threatening me. It was all in my head, yeah? And then I landed in my body and then I saw the truth of it. And then I really enjoyed walking there and I enjoyed making contact with the people that were walking there too and seeing them. And I was gone from myself in a way. I wasn't there anymore almost. It was just all that I saw. I saw the colors, I saw people's eyes, I saw their smiles, I saw their hurry, I saw their anxiety. But it didn't have anything to do with me anymore. And it was exhilarating, and I will never forget that moment, because it was my first teaching, my personal kind of experiential teaching of what it meant to come into the present moment in a moment where you otherwise feel quite scared and perhaps anxious and all that. And it was my first time that I noticed how much that experience can change your experience. So I just wanted to share that with you in the hope that it will bring up your motivation to do this program, because I think it's really worth it. And I'll go live again halfway, and I'll check comments on the classes and see where the questions are and see if I can be of help when I go live again. And in the meantime, we'll sit together for a little bit at the end. But in the meantime, if what I tell you now has brought up any questions about the program or about being in the present, please put them down so I can answer you. So let me see if there's anything there right now, except the many sweet Happy New Year's. And thank you, Jenny, for being here on your day off to moderate. So super nice of you. So Run, Eat, Drink podcast. We sent you a card. Hope you get it soon. Thank you. Looking forward to see that. Although I'm still in Portugal, but they'll pick it up in the Ekhart Yoga Studios. Hey, Jocelyn. Sounds like a perfect way to start this year. Hope and positivity. Exactly, Dorna. And it's not just something that will help you in the moment of doing it, but hopefully you can bring it into your daily life. Next live class is January 14th, so mark that in your diaries. And who knows, maybe in the meantime, I'll get some inspiration and I'll put something in. Is that what I've had mean about switching nervous system? Yes. So my first class tomorrow, so I hope you'll tune in. And tomorrow's class also is free. So if you've got people around you that you think could benefit for it, please share the free class tomorrow, because in this class I will almost talk about the biology of being present. Now I told an experiential story, but there is also something that happens in your biology when you are present, and also how you get to that presence. And that's what I talk about tomorrow, and it's super useful for everyone to understand that. So there's a talk tomorrow, and then we'll do a practice also to bring you through the different parts of the nervous system to the right place, the right sort of state of the autonomic nervous system in which presence is there automatically. Because of course there is something that happens in your experience, and there's something that happens in your biology, and it's super important to understand. It's really helpful to understand. So I go through that tomorrow. So yeah, make sure you see that class. Are these meditation-based classes or asana, or integrating both or the other? Adrian, yes, tomorrow there is a talk, a practice, and a short sit, because I spend most of the time helping you understand and also helping you physically bring you to that state. But then you can sit for longer or do another meditation after. And I think they're probably a little bit movement based, but there's definitely in my classes also some time for meditation. What time tomorrow? Okay, so tomorrow the class that I'm talking about is going to be on the website. So it's going to be up from early in the morning, I think 4 o'clock or something like that, CET time. So it's just a regular website class you can do anytime you want. Okay, wonderful. I don't think Yes, and exactly. So that done, Cloud, you've got that. Carol, Happy New Year to you too. Okay, so there's a link there to the program, but it's also just going to be, if you go to the class overview tomorrow, you'll find it. The first class is called Powerfully Present, so that's going to be easy. And I would really recommend a meditation after. Maybe we can add something. I can maybe add something to the class description and send you on to a meditation if you feel really present, that you can then enjoy that presence in meditation. Okay. Yes. Looking forward to hearing more about the biology. Yeah, you'll find that tomorrow. Okay. All right. Then I think we should just sit together for a little bit. And move. Oh, you see, I've got such big feet when I send them forward. And all right. Okay, so I close this. I'll pick it up in a moment as well. I'll take off my socks, my hairy socks, because we've got a dog walking around here. Right. So let's move a little bit just before we sit. So we can do that sitting. So we're just going to sort of circle the spine and come to your breath. It doesn't matter how you breathe at what part of the movement, just be aware of the breath and how it feels in your body and how the movement feels in your body. And then circle the other direction. It's always good to move your spine to ease your system. Okay. And then just kind of lean a little bit forward and come into a cow pose where you open your chest and you come into a back bend. And then exhaling, rounding the spine back. I'm going to take my meditation pillow away for a moment. So you lean forward and lean back. Lean forward. And round back, so it's really opening the chest and rounding, taking the chin to the chest and engage your abdominal muscles. And find a nice rhythm. Feel deep inside your body what your experience is right now. Does it feel good? Do you feel aches or pains or stiffness? What is the experience of your body right now? And come back to neutral. Then we take a side bend. So you can place your left hand on the floor or on a dog and inhale, take your right arm up and bend sideways to open the right side. Inhale, come out a little bit and exhale, leaning back in. Just 2 more times. Come out a little bit and leaning back in. And out and leaning back in. Inhale deep here. And gently come back up. And let's do this on the other side. Right hand down. Exhale, leaning over to the right. Don't go very far. Just make it feel good. Just kind of stimulating and opening the body. Just a few times pulsing in and out. And then the last time, you can just hold for a breath or two. Inhale, coming back up. And then take a very gentle twist over to the right. Inhale, find length. And exhale, twist. Don't push yourself into the twist. Use your own strength to be there. And now take both of your eyes really over to the right. So look at the right corners of your eyes. The inside corner of the left eye, the outside corner of the right eye. Keep your eyes there and come to your breath. Connect to your breath and notice how you feel. Relax. Know that your environment is safe. Check that. And come back to center. Let's take this to the other side. So you first twist your body over to the left, your head to the left, and then take your eyes all the way to the left. And taking your eyes across the midline sort of activates a part in the brain that will help you to release stories so that you can enter the present moment much more. So connect to your breath, to how you feel. And just that. Can you allow what you feel just to be there without trying to fix it? One more breath. And coming back. And that is the present moment too. The present moment is all about recognizing sort of, and allowing. So you recognize what is there, how you feel. You sort of have a pause to, and then you just allow, and you don't try to fix it. And that is coming into the moment. Just leaving it be. So we can actually sit now for the last little bit. Just for a moment, you can take your arms up. Inhale, interlace the fingers, stretch the body up. Exhale, feel the seat. Inhale, take your chest up, maybe your head up. Lift the chest, lift the heart up to the ceiling, to the heavens, to the space above. Inhale deep and exhale. Bring it down. Okay. And then inhale, lift your hands up to heart height. Exhale, sink your energy to your lower belly. So this is how we bring energy down. When the energy is stuck too much in the head, difficult to be present. So let's do that again. Sink your energy, just press it down. All the way down through the spine to your lower belly. This is how we organize our system so we can become present. Inhale. Sink. Okay. And then open your eyes one more time. So this was the secret in the station, when I was walking through Central Station in Utrecht, that helped me to relax enough to become present, is to scan very consciously the room you're in, where you are, and notice that nothing around you is threatening your safety, because this is what your biology does. This is what your nervous system does all the time. But it doesn't necessarily see reality. It gets triggered by something and gets into the wrong memory and thinks there's something threatening around you, even when there isn't. So you use this not to quickly see, oh, there's nothing, but to really deeply see and ingrain deeply and tell yourself deeply by really looking and seeing and noticing that whatever I see is okay. There is a sweet dog there, there's beautiful mountains and trees there. Maybe I'll get the camera to turn after the practice. And then there's curtains and there's colors and there's nothing in this room threatening my survival. And it's not just my mind that needs to see it, it's my subconscious that needs to see it, my unconscious part. And when that sees that everything is safe, I can become aware and right here, right now. So once you've scanned your surrounding, you can take your time for that. And you can feel something down-regulating deep within, something settling, then close your eyes. So that is a technique I want to share with you already, that you could do several times a day just to practice it. And then with your eyes closed, just relax. And then relax your jaw and your mouth and your tongue. And relax around your belly and your waist. And feel the earth, the floor underneath you first. The solidity of the yoga mat or the chair or the floor. That what you touch, what is solid and stable. And see that as an expression of the earth. Because somewhere deep down it's touching the earth, even if there's floors in between. And can you trust the earth and the stability underneath you and that solidity to hold you? And maybe the cushion you sit on or the chair you sit on and the earth underneath that. Can you trust both to hold you? And can you release into that pull of gravity? Allowing whatever supports you to just support you. And then we pause, we just simply pause, which means you stop and you take notice of what is going on inside of you, perhaps with sensations. Are there any sensations that are there right now? Not trying to fix anything, not trying to make anything happen. What is there? What is the reality? What is the present moment? The truth of it? Not in your mind, but feel it in your body. Feel it directly. Drop down into that lower belly and feel it in the body. I can literally feel some coolness of the floor underneath me. Which is quite a nice feeling. And I can feel the touch of the air on your skin, on my skin. What do you feel? I can feel my breath and it's slowing down. And then maybe on an emotional level, what is going on inside? Same pause. And we are here to notice and allow, to not change anything, just to recognize and allow. What do I feel on an emotional level? Do I feel relaxed, settled, or do I feel sadness or anxious? Do I feel restless? And can I let it be? Ask yourself the question, can I just let it be? Or can I just be with it without the need to change it? Can I just be with it? And it doesn't have to be clear what it is you feel. I can feel some emotional tone in my body that I'm definitely not 100% sure what it's about, but it's a little restless and it's a little sad. So I can be with that. It could be. So this is not about trying to find out why it's there. It's not about making it go away. It's just about giving yourself the space to let it be, so that we can be real and we can be present. And something inside us can go, oh, I'm seen. And we can sink in ourselves, deeply into ourselves. We can settle deeply within. And I keep saying it, when we suppress our emotions, the emotions we don't want to feel, we suppress also emotions we do want to feel. We suppress our happiness and our ability to be present and to be peaceful and at ease and to be loving towards ourselves and others. When you suppress one emotion, you suppress a whole range of emotions. And then it's impossible to be present because we need to keep pushing and keeping things away from us. So there's so many aspects to being present. There's reality in the outer world, there's reality in the inner world. There is seeing that you're safe to feel all that. And maybe you also only need to dip in and out because it's so new to you that it's actually scary. That means you just dip in and out, just to let yourself know it's okay. Short periods of time in the beginning maybe. And all the while taking refuge in the earth when you need to. The earth is always there. And keep coming back to that solidity, that stability, and the fact that the earth holds you. It's right there. And can you tune into your heart for a moment? The center of your chest. And notice what is there. Can you relax a little more around what you notice? You're okay. You can be with it. It's all about becoming real and feeling what's going on inside of us. And then realize that you're not alone, that there's many people, the whole world. Realize your common humanity. There's all of us feeling all different things, and a lot of it the same as well at different times. You're never alone in what you feel. And anyone else in your biology with your experiences would feel the same. So don't be ashamed, don't feel guilty. It's okay. We all just want to be loved. We all just want to be liked. And we all looking for peace and happiness. And we all do things that we think help us get there. And some things make sense and some don't. It's okay. Give yourself that kindness. That's okay. See that you're doing the best you can. And enjoy being here. And wish yourself well. May I be happy. May I be able to be right here with my experience, my bodily experience. May I feel the life inside of me and that experience of life inside of you. And may all beings and all of us meditating together get a sense of reality, of the present moment within ourselves right now. The beginning of connecting with how we actually feel and how it feels to be with ourselves in our bodies before we are able to be with ourselves in the outer world. And may we all be able to see when we're safe, so that our biology is one of feeling safe and connected, rather than being safe but thinking we're not safe and having all of the ill effects of that. And it's a choice. It's a choice you can make. The choice that you want to connect with the truth of the moment, rather than connecting with what the mind makes up as stories that aren't actually happening right now. And you've got that choice. And hopefully this program will help you with that. Okay, you can gently come back by bringing a hand to your heart for a moment and giving yourself some warmth, some loving care, some encouragement to follow this program, to give yourself that gift. And to choose reality over fantasy, and to choose love over fear. They go together, reality and love, and fantasy and fear. Yeah. So rather than being in the past or in the future, let's arrive at home where we are right now. You can gently, whenever you feel ready, come back and open your eyes. Right. So what will help you is the pause that we just did. This was a very long pause. You can do a pause in a couple of minutes, even a minute or two, where you just stop. And you don't even have to close your eyes, but you stop, you go inward, and you recognize how you feel and what's going on for you without any need to fix it. Don't fix it. Just be there for it. Can you let it be, or can you be with it? And then you move on with your life. It's a break in your day. It's a break in a trajectory that you're in. It's a break maybe in, you're running a sort of a known path that you might not want to necessarily run, and sort of a chain of action, reaction, all that kind of thing. And then when you take that moment of pause, you have a moment there to choose differently, and to choose presence, and to maybe see what's really going on, and maybe also see the story the mind is playing, and choose which way you want to go. It's still one of the most powerful exercises there is. They call it the sacred pause, and hopefully that's what you got. And that's my recommendation now, to practice that many times a day, even if it's for just a minute, and see what it brings you. Okay, I'm going to pick my computer back up and see if there's any questions. How do I know where we are? Okay. Oh, I think I'll refresh, and then I should be back in the right place. And Jenny, if I missed the question, maybe you can sort of repeat it. Sacred pause is beautiful. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I'm still in the beautiful Dalisio, the retreat center in Portugal. I never left since September. Okay. What do you make of the saying, come back to the present? This has always confused me, as if we are in our story most of the time. Actually, Angela, we usually are. I mean, you're of course always in the present. Your body is always in the present. Your feet are always in the present. But your mind is usually running a story about even the tree you see. I don't know if you recognize what I catch myself doing is when I walk when I'm in a new country, for example, or a new place, I start kind of comparing it to something I already know. Even that is the mind trying to grab it and place it somewhere. It's not bad, but it's still not just being here, just enjoying what is here right now rather than trying to put it into context. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to start seeing that and to realize how active your mind is to constantly make sense of it. And that's also that part of us, our biology, that wants to feel safe. So it's really helpful if you notice yourself doing that again, to see that you are safe and just enjoy where you are rather than making up stories around it. Oh, thank you, Claudia. Teresa, you have COVID. Oh, sorry about that. I hope you will heal soon. Okay. All right. I think, Rick, lovely to know you're joining us. That's beautiful. I think there aren't any questions. And yeah. And Patrick, the class tomorrow is certainly low impact. So just take it easy, but you could probably do most of it. All right. Makes a knife distance. Can you recommend a book about meditation? Ooh. No, that's too intense. A book about meditation. You could look at books from Jack Kornfield or Tara Brach. They have good books. Yeah. And Daphne, I'm so sorry about that your fiancé broke off the engagement. And yes, you are okay, but please don't press away the hurt as well, because also the hurt is okay. Yeah, so grieve consciously and skillfully rather than letting it take you over. There's a beautiful meditation called Finding Refuge in the Earth or something like that. One of my last meditations on the website, it'll help you. So yeah, Emily, that's lovely to hear. Esther's book coming soon. Yeah, that would be great. Okay, wonderful. Yes, thank you, Jenny, for writing that down. Wonderful. Okay, everyone, I think maybe that's okay for today. I'm looking forward to coming back the 14th, Jenny, what did you say? I can't remember now. And remember that the class tomorrow, yeah, so I'll be back the 14th this month, we'll let you know. And also with a live to check in. Please, if there's any questions, the comments under the class will be, I can then answer. And tomorrow's class is free, so it would be great for us if you can share it with your friends and family, because yeah, it might be helpful for them. It's really important work, and a lot of it is based on the polyvagal theory from Stephen Porges. So it's also good to say that, because it's a beautiful resource to look into as well, to understand the biology and what's going on in our nervous system that helps us to be in a state of connection and presence and safety. Because that state allows you to learn, to grow, and to change. And any other states might inhibit you to do that. So it's so important to understand how that works. So that will really help you to use your yoga and your meditation practice better. Okay, it was super lovely to be with you today. I hope it was helpful. And I wish you a beautiful program. Stay with it. It's only 3 classes a week, of course. You can be late and take your own time and spread it out. But yeah, I'm really excited about this program. I think it is a really valuable program to do. So join us and invite your friends as well. There's also that 2-week trial, so people that aren't members or want to do more than the first class, they can just sign up for the 2-week trial and get most of it. All right. Thank you so much for being there, and have a wonderful day, rest of the day, and we'll talk soon. Namaste. My husband doesn't have his glasses on, so he doesn't know how to turn off the video, so I'm going to help him. Bye, everyone. Let me help you. I promised you to look to see the view, so it's not just a car, so this is part of our view. Oh. So yeah, it's really nice here. A bit messy. Okay, everyone, I'm going to turn off the video. I'm not sure how to do that myself as well. Okay, let's see. Live. Stop streaming.